More than 3 months of drama and controversy over the future of the Supreme Court is set to end in the next 36 hours. The Senate will decide this morning whether to send the president's nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to a final vote expected early tomorrow night. Republicans, as you know, control the Senate 51-49, so the GOP can only afford to have one of its senators vote no.
3 Republican senators are considered undecided. Senators Susan Collins, Jeff Flake, and Lisa Murkowski. Sources tell CBS News Vice President Mike Pence will be in Washington this weekend in case he has to vote to break a tie. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill, where the political fight continues over an FBI probe of sexual misconduct allegations against Kavanaugh. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, John. And we should know once and for all today whether Kavanaugh has the support he needs to get confirmed. And that's because this small number of undecided senators may vote to end debate today the way that they're going to vote on final confirmation tomorrow, as forces on both sides pile on the pressure all the way to the end.
Is that justice?
In a final bid before the vote, anti-Kavanaugh protesters spent the night on Capitol grounds, egged on by Democrats.
The FBI investigation was a sham.
Kavanaugh's confirmation hinges now on 1 Democrat and 3 Republicans. According to a summary released overnight by the Judiciary Committee, the FBI interviewed 10 people who might have had firsthand knowledge of the sexual assault allegations by Dr. Christine Blasey Ford and Deborah Ramirez. For Blasey Ford, the FBI spoke with 3 people she claimed were at the party in question: Mark Judge, P.J. Smith, and Leland Kaiser. They also spoke with Timothy Gaudette and Christopher Garrett, Kavanaugh's classmates who were referenced on his calendars. And the FBI interviewed Deborah Ramirez, along with 2 eyewitnesses named by Ramirez and a close friend from college. According to the Republican summary, the FBI found no corroboration of the allegations made by Dr. Ford and Ms. Ramirez.
Neither the Judiciary Committee nor the FBI could locate any third parties who can attest to any of these allegations.
Still, North Dakota Democrat Heidi Heitkamp announced she's a no.
I can't get up in the morning and look at the life experience that I've had and say yes to Judge Kavanaugh.
This confirmation process has become a national disgrace.
In an op-ed released Thursday night, Kavanaugh admitted he might have been too emotional at times last week. I know that my tone was sharp and I said a few things I should not have said. He wrote, "It reflected my overwhelming frustration at being wrongly accused." Blasey Ford's lawyers called the investigation a stain on the process because the FBI declined to interview friends and others who could have backed her up.
The report ignores some of the absolutely crucial witnesses.
CBS News has confirmed that the FBI limited its scope at the direction of Republicans and the White House. Why not have the FBI interview people in whom Christine Blasey Ford confided in?
Our request was to the White House. The White House then made the request of the FBI to conduct a supplemental investigation into current, credible accusations of sexual misconduct. They did that.
His response there gives you a sense of just how vague the White House and Republicans have been about their marching orders to the FBI. And to give you a sense of how intense the last-minute lobbying is up here, John, we know the White House, former President George W. Bush, and other heavy hitters have all been working the phones, trying to ensure that Kavanaugh gets confirmed.
And they will until the last vote is taken. Nancy, Republican Senator Steve Daines has his daughter's wedding on Saturday. Is he going to vote? And if he doesn't, how does that change the calculus?
Right, one more curveball. He is hoping that he doesn't have to fly back to Washington to vote. He's hoping that his party has the votes that it needs without him. But he says he did call Kavanaugh and reassure him that he will fly back to D.C. if needed. No word on whether he would fly back before he walks his daughter down the aisle or afterwards.
All right, Nancy, one more piece of drama. Thanks.